This is my second lesson in the masterclasses for the Theory Grade 1, Trinity College Theory Grade 1 exams. And here we will be quickly taking a look at the note values and rest that we need to know. Alright, it's very important to remember that we need to know the names of each note. As we're doing Trinity College Grade 1, we're going to use the words semibreve, dotted minim, minim, crotchet, and quaver. Not whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes, or dotted half. Alright, first things first, the semibreves, or the semibreve actually, is a round, big fat round note like so, and it counts 4 beats or 4 crotchet beats actually. And the equivalent rest to the semibreve rest, is an upside down hat. I always tell my students that it is a man with a belly, and he's eaten so much that he has a hanging belly. And this note goes on the second line on the stave. It always goes on the second line from the top, and we draw our notes, our semibreve rest like so. Then we have the dotted minim, which is a minim with a dot put right next to it, which counts 3 crotchet beats. And usually when we need to write out the rest group for the dotted minim, we're going to use a minim rest, and we are going to use a crotchet rest together like so. Alright, the next note is a minim. Now a minim counts 2. Now we can see the difference between a minim and a dotted minim. A minim counts 2 beats, but a dotted minim counts 3 because the dot adds 1 beat. The minim rest is a normal hat like so, and remember, the normal hat sits on the third line like so. That's where the minim sits. So this is the semibreve rest, and this is the minim rest. Very important to remember where they sit. We can't draw them there, or we can't draw them there. That is wrong. Alright, it needs to be there, hanging from the second line or sitting on a third line. And the next rest is, or notes, are the crotchet. The crotchet is a colored in note like so, so it's a minim but it's just colored in, and it counts 1 crotchet beat or 1 beat, and the equivalent rest is the crotchet rest, which is the pasta noodle. I like to call it the pasta noodle, and the way we draw pasta noodle or the crotchet rest is literally we go like so. So we've got going down sideways, other way sideways, down again sideways, and then twirling at the bottom. You can definitely practice writing that rest. Then we have the quaver note, and the quaver note is a crotchet, but we have a little flag or a little tail on the note stem, and it counts half a beat. One of these quavers counts half. Now don't get confused, because quavers usually like to hold hand. Yeah, I've written, very important, 1 quaver is half a crotchet beat, but 2 quavers beamed together is 1 crotchet beat. What do we mean by beaming together? It is joining the 2 notes like so. So joining the 2 tails, we join to form 2 quavers, which adds up to 1 crotchet beat, because 1 quaver is half a crotchet beat.